Not. So Patrick, do we describe this for everybody, Rob?
What?
You describe it. You describe it.
What?
I do enough talking.
I think any car's dead in iRacing. I think it's gone.
Oh, it's definitely. I agree. It's not going to survive much, but I still think we'll find opportunities to race it, just not as fruitful as before. Some of your, like, some of them just want to like make. What's the thing? Like that guy wanted to make like dolls out of Tyler's hair, but then there's just other guys who are just like. He did. He would say weird things to Tyler, man. Like he was a strange guy. And then like other guys would just show up and he's like, "Oh, we never met you? Sure, come race this 24 with us." And then just jump in the car and wreck us out in a lap and be like, "Okay, never see you again."
Yeah, that
like,
was
okay. Well, better luck next year, I guess.
That was the guy from.
Hello everybody, and welcome along. Welcome along. We're back. It's Sunday night. It's even Monday morning for some of us. And that can only mean one thing. Can't it? Of course it can. XSLR returns. Wow. We're back. And the usual figures there back, and who could forget? Oh, wow, the drama last week. Well, the drama. What can we say? That's the trouble with Avils. It always brings the drama, doesn't it? Now, to a circuit where, as Justin Barrera learnt, if you criticise it, well, you will, my friends, have your interview cut very, very short indeed. Silverstone in the UK. He said it was only an okay circuit. Oh dear, silly boy. Silly boy. I think he learned from his mistake though. I think he learned. Well, let's hope he did anyway. Should get stuck into things. Practice just undergoing at the moment. Oh yeah, of course I'm Tim Cox. You might have guessed that because it's got my logo and it's mentioned in the booth a bit there. I do everything. So you blame me when it goes wrong. You can blame me. Well, coming into this point in the season, it's always starting to get a little bit tougher, but it's when we had a bit of a fiddle around trying to make the drop weeks work. That's when things got a little bit interesting. I'll tell you what, some really close places up for grabs. Everything's still to play for. After tonight, we've got 4 rounds left out of the 10. Who's going to clinch it? Who is going to clinch things? So a few of them clinching onto what they've got, like sweaty buttocks they have, almost. We have got coming up for you. Next week we head back onto the ovals. It's Phoenix. Now that's going to be an interesting one. It's real challenging next 2 races. We've got Phoenix and then we've got Belle Isle on the road. 115 laps at Phoenix. Well, we had 100 at Charlotte. The Charlotte 100 of XSLR. That's Phoenix's turn. 115. Oh, that's going to be grueling. Belle, it's just a 37. 28 laps tonight, though. Let's get stuck in things. Of course, we've got the double head of Daytona after a week break after the next couple of rounds. Let's get stuck into proceedings here. The creaky chair, it's back. It's live. Kill off the music. Let's see how they are all getting on here. Well, I can tell you, a man who's been away, he's not out on the track right now. He doesn't need to practice. We'll see if we can pick him up shortly. It's Josh Clogg. Back with a bang. There's Justin and that's Mike Sorum around and, well, quite possibly out. Heading back to the pits. Ryan McGrew. Oh, Randy. Randy. What a season this guy's had. He's got long, luscious locks. A bit like Mike Sorum, who we just saw previously. The racing for him has not been quite as long and as luscious as he would have liked it. And talking of people who like long and luscious things, there's Adam Thompson. Currently second. Also good to see back another returning name. This guy, who pulled off quite possibly earlier on, before we went live. We're going to see if we can capture this. Are you ready, folks? Are we ready? If I've got the right camera angle here, let's see if we can pull this one off. This is... I'm going to go back at full speed. Yeah. Check out the pirouettes from the glitch here from Robbie S. Robbie Shankler in the wall. Bang. But it doesn't end there, folks. It doesn't end there. It keeps going. You think, oh, that's it. It'll come to a rest now. No, it doesn't. It keeps going again. This is the gift that keeps on giving. You spin me right round like a record, baby. Right round. And it's still going. He can go all night, can Robert Shankler. Second is LMP to lower LMP2 that's spinning right now. It's not ending. It's still going, folks. It's still going. There you go. That's it. Good news, he's on 4 wheels again. That was a lot earlier on, so we're safe and sound, folks. We're okay. We're okay. Well, we haven't got long, in fact, for... let's get some standing. Oh, no, wrong thing. We'll get there in the end. There we go. We know what we're doing here, roughly. So they're currently getting on in practice right now. Of course, if you've randomly stumbled across this league, let's face it, it's YouTube and not the best stats. Probably the live stuff are YouTube. Really, really shoddy at it. So if you have someone across us, you think, oh, this looks a little bit interesting. How can I apply? Well, drop some message in the live chat. I'll get in touch. I might even slap you a Discord invite. Who doesn't love a Discord invite? We've got dying seconds. Like my will to live, it's dying right now. And then we will be heading. And there's no Jake Ham this week. I know poor Jake's been having a few PC issues. And no Bobby Ross either. What are those two up to together? Of course, they have been racing. They do race together in a lot of the Enduros. Of course, this weekend was the Spa 24. Which transition there across to the qualifying session. Yeah, of course, Spa 24 this weekend in iRacing. Let us know how you got on with that one in the comment section. Sure, there was a few that definitely had some good times. I know some of my friends that took part. Well, they were out before the morning even kicked in. One of them had even gone for a later session where they crashed out in the early stages of the original session. Now, technically, this Simon photo over here with this livery can't technically show it because it's cigarette branding. Oh, my phone's ringing. Oh, what? Hello? Yeah? Oh, oh, you're someone who gives a fuck? Okay, right, thank you. Goodbye. There we go. Someone who maybe did. Anyway, right, let's just get stuck in things. That banter aplenty. It's Barrera. Let's head out on to... I know he's not deceptive, isn't it? Because old pit lane, new pit lane, certain camera angles do look very, very, very similar. It's evocative of a great track. Yes, I use those words. Great track. Justin Barrera. Hint. It's a long outlap. 3 Maggots and Beckett's there. That's going to be a fascinating section. See how drivers get on with that. Really, really challenging. Keeping things cool, calm, collected. A bit like this guy, old Randall McGrew. Who is your favourite to take pole tonight? Based on practice, Josh Claw's going to be a good one. Here we go, folks. first flying laps about to kick in, about to happen. And you really need to get a wiggle on this qualifying because you don't have a lot of time. Let's face it, guys. You really do not have a lot of time, and that's one of the issues with this 10-minute qualifying on longer tracks. You're going to struggle. You can see the green, of course, going to be plenty of greens, of course, in their first flying laps. It's interesting the way those purple sectors are changing. Who's claiming them? That's going to give us a little bit of a clue as to who is going to set the first provisional pole lap. Schenkler's just got out and running. There he is. Is it going to be, well, first across the line is going to be a mixture. It's going to be tight between Thompson and McGrew and Clog. Some of the big hitters here. McGrew's got more purple sectors though. I think this guy is going to be the guy who's going to claim out of the first flying laps that provisional pole time. What's he got in the fourth sector up his sleeve? It's another purple, but then Thompson takes it away from him. Clog and Thompson, one purple sector each. McGrew holds the aces. He's got two, but what are their greens like against one another? So we're going to watch McGrew come across the line. Of course, each of the drivers in that independent session. Who's going to get it? Who's going to claim it? Who's going to have the bragging rights? McGrew in there, 148.1, and he's got it. Look at 3 tenths faster than Thompson, and 8 tenths faster than Clog. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Barrera slips in there despite all green sectors. He goes second fastest. That is so close between McGrew, Barrera and Thompson. Clog, there's more to come from him. He makes out like he's only bang average, but we know he's not. Also, Robert Schenkler as well. One to keep out for, a bit of a dark horse in this then danger diagram of who's going to get pole. Is that one and done for Thompson? Ooh. Brave, optimistic. If he's gone for that one, will he come away with it? I just don't know. That tactics have been good at the moment, good enough for third. I'm feeling confidence against Clog, who's of course not going any faster, is he? No improvement in sectors 1 and 2. Sector 3, he's up on his previous best, but there's no purples coming in there. McGrew done with qualifying as well. Is that one and done for McGrew and Thompson? Fairweather, Erwin, Sorum, Lombardi all having their times deleted on their first flying laps. Possibly the first one to get across the line. Oh, so he's abandoned his lap. Barrera just gone purple in sector 4, but dismal sectors 1 and 3. Not looking good for him. Here goes Fairweather into their final chicane. What is he going to achieve? Any improvement we're going to see from him? Let's find out together, folks. Let's find out together. It's Barrera across the line. Fairweather gets the time on the board. There it goes. Barrera. And has he done anything? And the answer to that, folks, is no. He goes slower by a tenth. So, no, still coming across the line are Erwin, Sorum. Bardi came from very, very late in qualifying. Disappointing. Well, there you go. There across the line together, instantaneous. 53.8 for Erwin. 56.3 for Sorum. Oh, nice. No, lays pretty much on the shoulders of this guy. So Schenkler's gone out again. He's squeezing this last lap. First time getting deleted for Schenkler. Missed out. What, he's definitely better than 8th place right now. Or maybe not, because it looks like he's just heading off track. That means the time deleted. That means more disappointment heaps onto himself. Oh, excuse me. The dangers of being up so late, covering broadcasts like this. You get a cheeky yawn in there once in a while. Now, there was another great race going on this weekend. Now, I need to remember exactly how you word this one. Palanga in Lithuania, the 1,006 kilometers of Palanga. And featuring GT3s, GT4s, TCRs, and even a diesel class. Short run, up a motorway, back down again. Hey, there's sort of inspiration. And the pit lane. Oh, well, there were corners in there, a bit of a figure eight, utilising the motorway junction that it was incorporated into the track. But the pit lane, or the pièce de résistance. Well, on that junction, there's a petrol station, or a gas station, as you Yankee Doodle dandies love to call it. Or call them even. So, yeah, you need to fill up your race car? Well, you just go to the petrol station. Job's a good one. And the winner of this random race, on the winning team, won Jan Magnussen, a driver who's raced in World Endurance Championship, has raced in, what else has he raced in? All sorts of, IMSA, Le Mans, in fact, I think he's won Le Mans. F1 and also his son Kevin Magnussen. Yeah, anyway, he raced in it and he won in a Mercedes AMG GT3. Thank you very much for the apparel sent to me by AMG. Very, very nice their stuff. Very, very nice. It is Tommy Hilfiger, so you would expect it to be, quality brand. Should be a quality clothing. Well, it is. Good news on that, viewers. So, who else have we got on track? We've still got Fairweather out on track, but I think he's done all his laps, so I was about to say, it doesn't matter. He matters most because he's flying the British flag here. Across the line he goes. Just plodding along out there. So we've got 7 seconds left in qualifying. We're going to get into a grid very shortly. Well, where are you off to? Okay. Bit of a bizarre one there. There we go. Transition is on. And while we're at it, let's take a little look at the weather. We're going to flick up on the right-hand side of the screen right now. Currently, 25 to 3 local time. Well, actually, I can tell you it's 20 past 1 in the morning, officially, here in Northamptonshire. Towcester, though. Towchester or something? Oh, whatever it was called earlier. No, it's toaster. As in, like, where you put bread into to make toast. 29 degrees Celsius. 22 track temperature, 22 ambient. It's good news. So 16 kilometers in wind speed. Now, I know what you're thinking. What is that in freedom units? Let's see if we can just convert these on the fly. There you go, 9 miles per hour in terms of wind. 71 Fahrenheit ambient with an 84 Fahrenheit track. So relatively cool here for the drivers. Getting back into the correct measurement there. Correct measurements. But technically, we don't actually use kilometres out of our road speed. It's miles an hour. Anyhow, let's have a look through that grid. Just waiting on a couple of the drivers. Everyone lining up behind the Porsche 911 safety car. There, that is, and it is Randall McGrew. He will start on pole. Congratulations to him. Justin Barrera. He starts next to him. Row 2. It's Thompson and Clog. Fairweather, the mighty Fairweather. Reigning from these Fair Isles of TPC Motorsport in the 61. The only one that matters in this race. He starts 5th. It's someone who likes eating cheese. Is in 6th. Number 7, someone with long hair. And 8th, that's Ray Lombardi. He's European. He gets a slight bye. Last two, man whose dad draws pictures of cars. And the other one, number 10, well, he likes weeds. I don't know, something, he loves gardening, apparently. I'm sure it's this weird love of weeds, though. I mean, yeah. Let's get stuck into things, shall we? Let's get stuck in. So, McGrew, he'll control the pace. Here. That's Silverstone. As they come around the final corner, there they come. We are green. We are racing. The top four are not hanging around. McGrew, Barrera, Thompson, and Clog head off into that distance. Then it's the best of the rest coming through there. As the field will make it through carefully, but Clog on the adventurous moves early on there against Thompson. Can't get it done. Backs out of it here. Oh, as that's a cock up there from Thompson. Locks up straight on. Meanwhile, behind them, Foweather just sneaking back up the inside of Erwin, Erwin had managed to get past him. Sorum's had a shocker at the start. In fact, I think he's had a bit of an issue. It's been a bit of a collision. We'll see if we can bring you that early on. Let's have a little look. So, surely not off the line. Surely not off the line. It says that they've crashed. They've run into the back of one another to get going. No, iRacing having a moment. Sorum has dropped 3 places though. Lombardi, and this guy behind him. It's Jimmy, and he's up 2. But he does have Schenkler hot on his heels right behind him. And a disappointing qualifying for Schenkler, starting all the way down. Oh, and that's a mistake from Lombardi. It's going to allow Howard to come alongside. Schenkler's going to make it 3 wide. No, as Howard's already ahead, so it's just going to drop back down to a 2 wide. Schenkler on the inside there. Will he get the move done? Well, yes he will. Yes he will, folks. And that is him through. And Howard left to defend. That lockup will not help him whatsoever. Lombardi not able to capitalise there. Wow. This is entertaining, folks. On board with Lombardi. The lockup there yet again. That's Howard, and he's gone off behind us. Can't see him. Nice little helmet there, Lombard, Ray. Loving it. Oh no, is that Howard completely done? Didn't he put it in the wall, or was he just giving up? Let's find out together, folks. Let's find out together. The lockup. In true Howard style. Oh, Mike Sorum, how did you avoid him? I'll tell you what, let's take a little look. Let's go from here. Just how close was it for Sorum? Oh, many, many poos will have shot out of his A9 then. And how, after that encouraging start, let's pull the plug. And undoubtedly said, I'm done with this shit, man. Meanwhile, front. They've sort of, Thompson has caught back up to them once again. A little bit spaced out. No, something has happened to Lombardi. Let's take a little look at this one. There you go. It's the lockup. Did he keep it all together, though? Yes, he does. His skills pay the bills. Ray Lombardi lives to fight another day. Now here's the thing, will we see any more passing? Well, good news. Our top three, 7 tenths separating each of them respectively. It's moments like this, you wish you had some snacks, doesn't it? What's your favourite snacks? Now, it depends what mood I'm in, really, as to what I enjoy. There's JW in the chat. Great to see you. JD Piero. What a name. What a head of hair that man has as well. Truly luscious and spectacular. There's no two ways about it. So just watch these. Ooh, Josh Clog, fastest lap last time around. He's very shape, making some progress. McGrew just checking up a little bit there. You can see where Barrera is much quicker through this first part of the circuit. What do we fancy, guys? We have even got a lilt. Now, I don't know if you get that over there. That has got pineapple and grapefruit. Fizzy. Or do we go for a mango monster? Nice. 1:30. I'm a little bit worried about having to get up for work in the morning. So, I think we'll crack open the lilt. JW, I've got some waffles. Oh, hold on. What are we having on our waffles here, my friend? Are we having... We'll go full, you know, sweet toppings, you know, some like a little bit of syrup, some berries maybe, or we're going chicken and waffles, bacon, a bit of sausage maybe. Well, my friend, great to have you on board. Great to have you as always, but keep me up to date with those waffle toppings that you've got going on there. Have seen someone try and put chicken drumsticks into a waffle line. They cooked on the outside, it did look quite cool, but they were raw as hell on the inside. It's that guy, I don't know if you've seen him, watch this. Looks like some sort of doctor peering through, or nosy neighbour peering through the window. It's on Instagram and TikTok, I forget his name. Funny guy, and yeah, anyway, enough of that waffling. So we've got some lilt for the totally tropical taste. Now, something Silverstone is not as tropical, and something that certainly is not good right now is that gap that Thompson has just lost to the group in front of him. It's not good and it's not tropical. In fact, last time around he dropped a second to them all. Shiver me timbers. Right, maple syrup and maple sausage. You Yanks love your everything maple, don't you? Everything maple. It's so expensive, maple syrup here in the UK. It's just for, like, you know, a couple of fluid ounces, you're talking like a tenner. Disgusting price today. You can buy like 50 gallons for about 20 cents over there. Tell you what, these top two really working together right now, aren't they? McGrew and Barrera. 6 tenths between them, but it's the second half that is back to Josh Clog was telling. Also, Thompson, well, right now really struggling. Oh, no. What has happened? Oh no, it was a blink. It was a blink. Or is it? Oh no, has Ray Lombardi gone? Oh, I think he's gone. Are we experiencing a bit of a disconnect here? I think that's another one biting the dust. Something's actually happening between these two. Still pretty close. So, JD Prayer saying, according to McGrew, Adam is slow. Well, he's definitely putting the slow into slow motion broadcasting right now, isn't he, folks? There's no two ways on that. There he is. I think it's time for a helmet check. How glossy is his helmet, folks? Well, he's put some effort into it, hasn't he? You know, he's got the American flag. He's got his dog on there. Lewis. He's got the, he's got the stars. And a little bit of sponsorship going on there. Shears Salon, no less. Right on the top of his head, like he's having his haircut. Yeah, look at that. Incredibly small. Nothing there whatsoever. And that's all you need to know about this guy. In fact, let's work out for our drivers. We'll create a tier system here, folks. Seems a bit nuts. Right. So he's putting effort as Thompson. So we'll give him, I don't know. We're going to get A, B, and C, and D. Well, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 stars. Well, of course, it's the American flag, so you guys can give him 5. I'll give him a 3.5, I think, because of effort. Ooh, a bit sketchy there from McGrew. A little bit sketchy into braking. Get us away with it, though. Here we go. Oh, that's poor. Oh, that is defaults all round. What is the worst? McGrew fails. Next, it's Justin Barrera. Now, getting a bit of the old anime-esque in there. Interesting. Did he make it himself though? Well, we all know the answer to that one. No race suit, just gone with standard ones, although he has got pink belts. And he's blinking out. We're going to give that, I think, a 4. 4 for that one. What's clogging up? Oh! Valentino Rossi-esque inspired one. Accelerating transformations, that's saying. Oh dear. Who's out into the pits? Red Lombardi is into the pits. He's had a bit of a treacherous race as our Ray. Oh no, it's Lando Norris, isn't it? Of course. There it is. See how our Ray is? There he is. What are you going on here, Ray? Oh, it's a bit plain. Now I'm going to give that a 3. Sorry, Ray. It is your Dutch flag, so... Mind you, Thompson's done that as well, hasn't he? What's that? Around the back. Lombardi, maybe? I want to move the camera around here. Just get some appreciation for the level of detail that iRacing go into with these cars. It's you'd never ever see. So, winner right now, I believe we've got with Barrera. There's a time between him and Thompson, I think. Some faux weather. What have you got? Oh, carbon fibre. Also allowing for British points. That is a 4.5. I know what you're thinking, folks. That's not fair. Life isn't fair. Next. It's right behind him. It's Robert Schenkel, and he is closing in. Let's take a look at his helmet. Ooh. It's got some, you know... It's a bit funky, that, isn't it? It's a bit funky. Oh, that's a 4.5 with faux weather. Dancing the car through there as well. Let's have a look. Oh, Justin Barrera's lost a lot of time. That gap. Oh, no, he hasn't. It's the second. It's Clog that's lost the time. There he is. And in fact, Thompson's managed to catch him to the back of him. There they are. Right, who's up next? We've done Schenkel up next. Man of cheese. If this is not a block of cheese's helmet, then let's go straight to the bottom of the pile. Let's have a look. Here we go. Now it is... Now, folks. This pains me to say this one, but it is in keeping with his overall livery. It's coordinated, and that I like that a lot. It's consistent. It's put effort into it. Plus, he sells blinds to Zarkev. Bayview Shade and Blind. Make sure you check them out. Can give you exceptional prices. Utilizing the code Tim Cox is amazing, and Britain is great. It's better than America. I know it's a long code, but you know, you've got to get these things in. That gives you a 100% discount. Not my words, it's Kevin's words there. For the coordinated aspect, I think it's got to be up there. And he's around. That's a shame. Last not least, well, we can't do. Is Jimmy Howard just sat there? He is, so we can check his out. So I saw him head through. A little bit off track there, a little bit. Right, so. Oh, that's a jazzy number, isn't it? You can see him coming. But we all know, folks. We all know that he's just downloaded it from Trading Paints. So, yeah. Let's check out this guy. Everyone loves a trier. And he's not there. That's where his ass would have been. Sweaty and crevicey. And he's out of the car. Still, you know, in with their show. Top two have spaced out a little bit. We are 10 laps, that's it. I'm done with some of my best material here already. Now back to the chat and more maple syrup musings. Well, JW, I can confirm we have to import our maple syrup. That's why it's not cheap. That's why. Oh, hello, we've actually have a change. Something has happened, folks. That is Adam Thompson ahead of Josh Clogg. And let's see how it happened. Let's see how it happened. Under the bridge they go. And Clogg is slow. Ooh, says he made a mistake. Made a mistake there. He's going very, very slow. Thompson in the end. Round the outside. Round the outside. Round the outside. It's a bit like two trailer park girls. They go around the outside, according to Eminem. Or at least I think that's what the lyrics are. Never still quite sure. You should love it. This is like, anyone wondering, you know, why is this commentary so random? Well, it's like Le Mans on the Through the Night, you know, Through the Night crew. Give us some all sorts of random stuff, and that is no different here in these races. We haven't got a lot happening, so we need to entertain ourselves. Is a Jaffa cake a biscuit or a cake? You just don't know. It looks like a biscuit, but it's called a cake. What is it? And that can matter for tax purposes as well. It's a tricky situation. I mean, I don't really like Jaffa cakes, although I did try the new cherry ones that we got in the UK recently. They aren't bad. They aren't bad. Do you like a bit of cherry? Apparently some people like have their cherry pops, but I don't understand how you could do that because it's not a balloon. I have heard some people about losing their cherries, which you need to be careful. If you keep them in the punnet, much harder to lose them. That's what I heard, at least, anyway. And, oh no. What a pain again. It's Kev the Rev. And the man, the most coordinated man, with his suit and his helmet. Around Maggots and Beckett's there. So, meanwhile, let's have a little check in on what's happening with group leads from Barrera, 1.7 seconds, and then it's a good. Clog coming back here against Thompson. Wrong camera angle, Tim. Wrong camera angle for the key moment of the race. That's got him ahead. But they're still side by side. Thompson not letting this go. Clog on the inside there. But Thompson's going to be the one with the drive. And as they head across the start-finish line, they are still side by side, neck and neck, not giving this up an inch. There is Thompson ahead of Clog. Clog still applying that pressure onto Thompson in this stage of the race. Currently on lap 12 out of 28, so haven't quite... That's our leaders. We've lost them. We've lost them, folks. There they are. We've got them back. Good news. Clog has a bit of a look. Has to tuck in once again. What has Thompson got up his sleeve? He needs to find something to pull away from Clog at this stage. They come through. You can see him come out and merge out the rear end. There's our top two, McGrew, Barrera, and here comes Thompson. He's still ahead. Oh no, something's happened to Clog. Something's happened to Clog. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Has the baby woken up? I think the baby just woke up. Just throwing it out there, my mother is having a waffle sandwich with ham and cheese. Well, effectively, it's just your version of a toasted cheese sandwich like we'd have in the UK. I can recommend baked beans and cheese in a toasted cheese toasted sandwich maker. Amazing. Obviously, you need the bread in there to obviously create the pocket, the pouch. Definitely, you guys have toasted sandwich makers. You need them in America. Someone needs to bring them to America. Now, after you've cooked it, you cannot touch it for approximately 6 to 7 hours because it is like a volcano. Ooh, hold on. While we were... This has happened. This actually was a thing, and it happened, and it's Schrinkler getting past faux weather. Now, I am an administrator, and anyone passing Simon Fairweather can incur drive-through penalty, although Simon didn't exactly bask himself in glory by running in a bit deep there and make himself slow off the corner. Come on, Si, outward yourself. He's British, he's plucky, he will pick himself up and carry on again. Yes. So, that sucked. Yes, it did, Jerry DiPiero. That sucked. As long as Mike can avoid all the collisions, he may have a good finish. Well, do you know what? That's a really, really good point. And the man with the 69 machine. Anyway, well, he's back to where he started. And in fact, it's only, interestingly, despite all the shuffling around, there's only 2 drivers that have actually changed any places. This guy, he's at 5. This one into the pits that's checked out, i.e. Josh Clog, is down 5. Everyone else is where they started. And I looked at that and I thought, is that possible? Can we do that sort of shit? Well, it turns out we can. And Kevin Irwin might not be able to his place for much longer. Let's take a look at this for one, folks. You're going to lose the rear end on the braking. Yeah, needs to be, can't be so bitey on these brakes, Kev. You can't be. You will lose the rear. On. Off to nearly a little bit. Get the car turning. Trail bake it to the apex. Then get into the power. That's how you drive these cars. So, with everyone spaced out, more than Jimmy Howard after a few of a Herb's finest. I think how to wear that one. Should we take a little on board? Silverstone, when he gets across the line, because he is nowhere near, and everyone is saying, as mentioned, are a little bit spaced out right now. They're where they all are on track. actually, Mike Sorum is catching up to the rear end of Kevin Irwin. It's 3 seconds the gap. Where is he? There he is. There's Kevin, who's into the pits. Now, we are looking into pit window territory right now, so this is feasible. Throws out the anchors, gets it slowed down. Of course, there is a speed limiter on this car. That does help you out quite a bit. However, Storm has kept going again. Erwin is still heading his way down the pits on a new winged pits here. Disappears behind the wall. The camera moves. We can see him again. Oh, that's a drive-through. Somebody's hit the incident point limit. It's not me. It's not Randall McGrew. It's not Justin Barrera. It's not Adam Thompson. It's not Robert Strickler. It's not Simon Fairweather. It's not Mike Sorum. It's not Ray Lombardi. It's not Josh Clark. And it's not Jeremy Howard. So that must mean it's Kevin Irwin. Oh, Kevin. Oh, Mike. Good news, Mike Sorum fans. And fans of 69s. Because he is now up into... Well, he's going to gain another place here. As I tell you who else is in. It's Simon Fairweather in from 4th. No 5th because, of course, Schenkler had passed him. Something stuck to my bag. Oh. Random sticky label. No idea how that got in. Anyway, up onto the jacks he goes. Not sure that's the strat, guys. These tyres should be able to last, although you can take on fuel as well as tyres at the same time. So that's negated a little bit. But, you know, you have then got to get the said tyres back up to speed, back into their operating window. Which is better? There's only one way to find out. Fight! That's lost on you. Harry Hill's TV Burp. Classic British programming, if there ever was any. And there's been plenty, I can reassure you on that one, Race Sands. Mike saw him into the pit, so these two will... actually, no. So Erwin will need to stop again. There he is, heading down pit road. I'm gonna see Kevin Irwin very, very shortly. Top right corner of your screen. There he comes. Saw him still stationary, waiting patiently. Get things going. Again. Back up off to speed. He goes. Meanwhile at the front, Drew has pulled some pressure over Barrera. As into the pits from 3rd. Thompson, he sat there revving his engine, desperate to get going again. It's all a bit pointless because he's not close enough to the cars in front of him. He's not close enough to the cars behind. It's all pointless. That's life. Sometimes life is a little bit pointless. .8 seconds ago, I tell you what. 1, I'm yawning, and 2, Randall McCrew's not hanging around right now at this stage of the race, is he? Look, I mean, that's one way to pretty much open things up here. Getting at that stage in the race where not a great deal happening, but always sort of plateaus around mid-race. Pick up again once more. Just seeing our top drivers head on through now. So, that's a little bit of a sit rep of who has pitted, who hasn't pitted so far. And pits when they pitted. However, folks, this is a crucial part of the equation. How long were they stationary for? Now we know Kevin Irwin, he's into the pits. That's going to be for a genuine stop. His last time in, he had to pass on through due to picking up a penalty, and well, not the sort of thing you want to be picking up at this early stage of the race. Off and running once more. Oh, and that's what happens when you got cold tyres, folks. So easy to spin your car. So easy. Oh, is that going to be... No, just moves over to allow faux weather through there. Wild stuff there from Irwin. Gets up running once more. Now, bear with me one moment while I try to find... Not the graphic I was after. Not the graphics I was after, that's for certain. There we go. So, as things stand, McGrew has lapped everyone up into and including Mike Sorum, who's down in 6th. That's half of the field time. Sounds a little bit more dramatic than what it really is, folks, let's face it. But even so, still a solid result. You've got to be there to take these opportunities when they're presented to you. As who's into the pits? That's Robert Schenkel. Oh, and he's overshot his box. Oh dear, couldn't come in his box. So much so he had to back it up and had another go. Drunken late night in the Finger Lakes. Time to do it twice. Up and running once more is Shankler. Now, excuse the crew chat, I need to move. Adjust my posture, have a little posture check. Make sure you will do as well. So, we've got 10 laps left. Grew in from the lead. Isn't anyone's pit? I'll tell you what. No, he wasn't. It was just Sparrow was the other one. He's in. Oh, why was that slowed up in time? I'm not sure. Oh, no. We're about to find out, aren't we? So let's go full space. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Did he get it slowed down in time? Oh, look at the rate of knots he's coming at this with. I'm not sure, folks. I don't know about you, but for me, I don't think he's got it slowed down there. McGrew gets going. Herrera gets going, so no penalty. Gets away with one. Lives to fight another day. Where's Thompson? Well, he's close but no cigar, isn't he, really? Thompson's saying, well, no, it's not a new personal best because it's not green. He set a lap. Well, that's something. That's an achievement. Now, last time we visited this track in XSLR, talking of this driver, now, always enjoys, you know, trying to make things as realistic to real life as possible, including starting the race off at the same time as, you know, would it be, you know, what it is, obviously, you know, that time in Eastern time. This is for the country that's run in. Good stuff, you know, throws up some interesting points. However, when it's the winter, you need to consider that it's getting dark, and certainly dark by 5 o'clock. So in late January, starting a race off at, I had qualifying about 4:30 in the afternoon. This sort of similar race distance is not a good thing because guess what? It's dark by 5. And well, we were treated to some absolute picturesque scenes to say the least. The sun setting over the historic layout of Silverstone. Until it got darker and darker. And of course, no track lighting here at Silverstone. Those cars certainly don't have headlights, these Lotus 79s. And of course, when iRacing transitions to night mode, it goes pitch black. And if you haven't got lights, well, it's like turning the lights off at home in a room with no windows. Let's into the pits, it's Ray Lombardi. Let's hope this one isn't for a penalty. I think he may have stopped once already, so I'm not too sure. All good? All good? We're okay, folks, we're okay. And as for Barrera, wow. There's no penalty. He had a shorter stop, if anything, actually. That's really, really intriguing. Who's that he come out in front of? Gray? Must have been Rob Schrenkler. That's who it was. Now I know what you're thinking, folks. Oh no, it's happened again. It's happened again. Kevin Irwin has crashed again. It's happened again. It's happened again. And he loses the rear. And round he goes. Did he head to the pits with that one? Nope. Still racing it out. No yellows. Anyway, stack the field up. Well, I could. I'm tempted. I do have admin rights. I could have a moment and could throw a yellow, which would bring out a safety car. You don't get them on the iRacing service on road circuits, although it is actually built in. I have experienced one with the AI, where just suddenly triggered one. So it is possible. Oh, no. The lead. Something's happened here. Something has happened here. Randall McGrew has thrown it all away. He's thrown it away, folks. Oh, gets into a long lazy spin. And where is Barrera? There he is, to mop up the mess. Says, thank you very much. McGrew gets going again. We're going to see if we can get this from... We knew that Barrera had dropped a lot of time to McGrew, and there he is, a long lazy spin coming out of Beckett and onto the hang straight and nearly made contact. Nearly made contact just while we were looking there. I saw him had a little excursion as he allowed Thompson past, or just bouncing across the curbs and the grass there. It's back to life, and it's back to Justin Barrera being well, it's the first time he's been the lead this race. I was gonna say this season, certainly not this season. Definitely this race. Right. Take a look at the strategies of all of our drivers. So Lombardi stopped very, very early on, although he has got going again. He's a couple of laps down. Saw him on for a good finish as well. A lap off the lead lap, however, someone not really used to these cars and this track. Is this a wrong one? He is in 6th, and that's good for, you know, banking some points right now. And of course, we're into the, you know, first round of the second half of the season officially. Points mean prizes, folks. Points mean prizes. The other bad news is I've lost the track map toggle switches. I've been trying to get rid of it for a little while now, and I've lost them, and I'm not sure what I've done with them. So we'll continue to work on that. We'll press on though. Hold on. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Yes! There we go. It's gone. It's disappeared. It's sodded off. Just like Barrera is sodding off into the distance right now against McGrew. 4.1 seconds is your gap. Disappointed by Thompson. Obviously was close with these top two very early stages of the race. It's just fallen by the wayside. Disappointing, really, for... I'd also for Clog too. You know, back and I think something must have happened to his baby. Isn't really a baby anymore, but that's by the by. Still known as Clog's baby. I'll be 102 and they'll still be Clog's baby. Who else? Well, nobody near one another. Who do we trust the most? This. It's very late in the race. Let's give it this guy. So I attempt to sit down again. Allow Mike Sorum, just as he started a new lap as well, to give some tour around the circuit. Well, it's not the fastest. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a tour of Silverstone with Mike Sorum. 24 out of 28 complete. Not long left now, guys. Not long left now whatsoever. It's been a bit of a raw rotation outside this air win. So we're just heading on to, let's see, lap 24 right now. We have lost Erwin. That was all the way back on lap 18, so some 5 laps to go. Clog, lap 11, 12 laps to go. Howard, well, he only lasted 2 laps, so we lost him. 21 laps to go. In fact, we're coming up to 24 now. They all cross the line, y'all. Of course, sir. It's that time of year again. It's time for a good cookout. That's cook, not cock. Just before one of you starts. Bunch of degenerates, a lot of you. But, of course, would you ever wear white pants to a cookout, though? That's a risky, man. It's a dangerous game. You're asking for a bit of barbecue on those quads. Maybe even a bit of stray pulled pork that falls out of your bap. Gets on your white chinos. Not a good look. You're going to be left with that gravy stain for a while. Certainly till you get those into the dry cleaners. Our friend's still pounding away. Putting in the laps. Our top two. I mean, it's astounding, isn't it? I know once you break the draft, it makes it easier to get away, doesn't it? However, having said that, I mean, Gru's had his own issues. It still remains 29 seconds behind these guys. Down the back straight away we go. And it looks like it's going to be consolidation from McGrew. Just needs to bring this one home, folks. Excuse me. Oh dear. 2 laps remaining. It's going to give us, what, about 3 minutes of action here from Silverstone. There, more than that, apologies, more than that. Holy cow, more. In fact, at 1 minute 48. Definitely? Is it? Where is our leader? Yeah, next time around it's going to be white flag. Of course, I've come from doing a timed race. We don't need to worry about that. All we need to care about are those laps. Done a lot of commentary this weekend. It's all been on races that had timed race distances, not laps. And I just put my mind to laps then. Laps. Oh dear. It's getting bad, you can tell. I'm on to the graveyard here. Shift here, slow motion broadcasting. Currently 10 past 2 local time here in the UK. But we're still going with this one. We're still going. It's like our driver's not giving up on this one. You never quite know. One big mistake could see yourself elevated 1, maybe 2 places, depending on how close or how far behind they are of the car. They end up having an incident with another car. Oh, make it rain, brothers and sisters. That's when the excitement comes. Will this go one more? Oh, they won't. Keep thinking of it like time. Apologies, guys. Oh, it's been a long week. It all kicks off in a few hours' time. In the real world, I've got something in my eye. Here we go. Penultimate lap for so many of our drivers, and in fact, Pereira has lapped everyone up to, including Mike Sorum, who, for a guy with a 670i rating, is doing incredibly well here tonight from Silverstone. Well, this afternoon we go from based off the sim racing, sim time. Doing a new personal best there for Soren, but well off the pace compared to our leaders. Maybe disappointed a little bit by that one. Maybe a little bit too close, let far away. Certainly it's about a chance for that 1.5 seconds. He's never going to do that, even with a big lunge under braking. Needs to have 2, 3 corners where he consistently takes big chunks of time out of him to get right up onto the back of Herrera, but I just don't see this happening. I thought he was into the pits there. Those cones deceived my eyes temporarily. White flag, and they have 1 lap left to go here from Silverstone. And after what's been quite an uneventful race, Barrera is being caught by McGrew, who clearly had the spirits rekindled, re-energized within him. It seemed like white flag giving it a good old wave. I think it's going to be all in vain. 1.4 seconds. Here's the gap right now. It's coming down. It's not coming down fast enough. It's coming down hard enough. That's what you need. Hard and fast in this sort of situation. And that is something the Random Group has not got at this stage in his locker. As I head round onto the old start-finish straight, of course, still used for many a support race here at the Silverstone. Bringing it home are these top 2 drivers. Keeps us on our toes, kept us entertaining for so much of the race. Dear me. Well, the good news is we've only got around about a third left of this lap. We're down to the final few sectors now, and McGrew is just too far back. I mean, catching at this rate, I mean, you never quite know as well how much Barrera might have been lifting there, but even so, McGrew powerless to his advances even into his catching him. Such a shame. But there you go, check a flag out. Barrera wins from McGrew. Thompson is going to pick up that 3rd place when he eventually comes across the line. To round out our podium. And then it's just a case of waiting for everyone else to come across the line. All pretty spaced out. Although, he's not even finished the lap yet. No, surely not. No. That's Simon Fairweather right behind him. Well, that would have been drama late on if Thompson couldn't get his act together. Simon Fairweather could have sneaked a place on the podium. He won't in this case. That's a driver who doesn't care and knows he's going to finish where he is going to finish. That, my friends, is Robert Schenkel. He's going to come out in 5th last car to still be on the lead lap. Saw him. Great result for him to come home in 7th on his return. Lombardi, did he get going again? Yes, he did, folks. Yes, he did. And he prevailed himself from being one of the releases. Oh, wow. There we go. Wrong button. We'll get there in the end, folks. We will get there in the end. Here's some results. Barrera wins from McGrew in the end. Only attempt separating those 2 at the line. That's how much McGrew really caught up in his closing stages. We'll be chatting to some of our drivers very, very shortly. I'll tell you what, should we cue some music? Let's do it. Any suggestions on a postcard for any new music? Anyway, Barrera wins from McGrew. Thompson is in third. We'll be sure to chat to those 3 very, very shortly. So I can hear someone doing. Oh, I could hear someone doing donuts. It's all a bit late now. Yes, we'll talk to those 3 drivers very, very shortly. Simon Fairweather, the Brit, he lives in America. He moved to the dark side, but in the end, he ends up finishing in 4th. Not a bad result for him. Climbing 1 place. Climbing 4, though, your highest position climber was Robert Schrankler in 5th. Mike Sorum came home 6th. Lombardi, despite issues and being lengthy, stays in the pits. In the end, finishes 7th, although he was 2 laps down. And into retirements, Kevin Air, we lost him all the way back on lap 18. 28 laps obviously complete from here. Josh Clogg Lost him on lap 11 with clearly a crying baby based on that exit. And Jimmy Howard just couldn't be bothered. Well, should we surf a little bit, I think, about having a bit of a chat to some of our drivers. And first up, we've got a man who, oh no, of course it won't let me type A's. Oh, nobody's going to have any A's in their names because of some hotkeys that I set. So hence why Justin Barrera is just in Barrera. But should we have oh, and of course there's no S's either. So hence why it's Justin Barrera. Sorry, Justin Barrera. Oh wow, he joins us right now. There he is. Just welcome along to the commentary booth. I mean, last week you committed the cardinal sin. You said it was only an okay track to a Brit. Change your mind? Change your mind after the victory today?
I honestly don't like this. It's not the track I don't like. It's the off incident count or off track count that they mark it at here. It's the line, and it's not like the rumble strip, so it's really easy to get off track 1Xs here.
It is. That's why you need to invoke the inner skills and powers within you. But even so, I mean, sat behind McGrew for so much of the race. I think at one point you dropped to no, you didn't drop to third, I don't believe. But just talk us through that sort of strategy. I mean, Randall looks impenetrable, and I think it was really, if it hadn't been for that mistake, do you think you would have caught him and got past him at all?
No, he if at the end it was obvious he had way more pace than I did. I wanted to stay with him to jump him in the pits if possible, but we came up across a lap car early on, and I lost ground trying to make sure I didn't do anything happen, and I lost the draft, and I went from being 1 second back to being all the way up to almost 4 or 5 seconds when we came into the pits.
Wow, it's his misfortune was your gain. Congratulations, of course. Next time out, we head to Phoenix. A little bit similar to Charlotte in some ways, but different in others. How are you feeling about your chances around there?
I just want to. Well, everybody knows me in ovals by now, so if they don't, now they do. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't want to take anybody out. I don't ever try to take anybody out on purpose. I just try to run a race. But now I'll be back on my regular set, so it doesn't really change anything. But we'll see what happens.
Well, good luck. Congratulations on the victory here today. That's Justin Barrera. Oh, Justin Barrera. As this is decided to call it due to me setting hotkeys within this software and not liking it. Well, next up is a driver who led for so much of this race. Oh no. There he is. There he is. And let's get him into the commentary box right now. Oh, yep, missed. There we go. Got him eventually. Randall McGrew. Welcome along. Welcome along. Well, it looked like plain sailing in some ways. Just the first half of the race, obviously, before the slight mistake that cost you. Just talk us through it. I mean, did you feel relatively comfortable, or were you having to work it to stay ahead?
Oh no, Silverstone's easy. I love that place. I was on a I was just maintaining a pace that I could keep up the entire race. It wasn't until I started taking it a little easier that I had an issue.
And you say about that, was it just where you just sort of just lost that bit of concentration from maybe taking it a little bit too easy?
No, I just didn't carry enough speed through that last apex and caught too much of that curb. There's a bit of a hump there right at the apex if you take too much of it, and caught my right rear, and there I went.
Wow. Either way, I mean, second, it's not a bad result. I mean, are you sort of happy with the second, or is this you walking away from here feeling like it's a bit of a missed opportunity?
Definitely missed opportunity, but nobody snatches defeat from the jaws of victory quite like I do.
exactly. Exactly. With your long flowing locks. They're there to destroy the field. Well, congratulations, Randall. Second place, that's Randall McGrew, or as the software's called him, Randall McGrew, because of the A's and the S issue. Now, next up is a driver who... Oh, interestingly. Oh, okay. It's only to like lowercase letters. Wow, there we go. So if I do this way, he had a brilliant fight, pretty much for the race, didn't he? With his good friend Josh Clogg, but then it cost him dearly. He just couldn't keep up with everyone else. Adam Thompson joins us now, or Adam Tompon, as due to the issues with hotkeys is not putting in certain letters. Adam, just talk us through all of that, and well, I mean, early on, it looked like you were going to fall straight away off the back of the pack.
Did you just say my name this whole race has been Adam Tampon?
No, it's only due to the hotkey set in SDK, the software we use behind the system.
Sure.
Yeah, you set hotkeys using the A and the S key, so you have no A in the middle of your name and no S in your surname where I've typed it out. So.
Okay, yeah, I bet you that's what it was. But anyways, what do you mean falling off the pack straight away? What, when I locked it up there and almost let Josh Clogg through and almost looped it?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
that's what cold tires and full fuel will do to you. And Josh was hounding me there. And honestly, Tim, I just hadn't had the practice around here that I should have with other cars. And I got put under pressure, locked the rears, and it was, just glad I saved it and kept going.
But from that point onwards, I mean, he got incredibly lucky. Obviously, I'm guessing Josh Clogg having child relations issues, he just departed the circuit, parked it very quickly. I mean, you fell by the wayside then from those top two. Were you just struggling for pace and just couldn't keep up with them? Or was it...
I felt like F1, the F1 drivers at Red Bull Ring a few weeks ago. I was driving around with 15X. One more X would have given me a drive through. So I was really just trying to keep that thing within the track limits. It was track limits on this track were very, very tough.
Well, funnily enough, Justin Barrera, or Justin Burr, as the software had called him when I typed it out for his interview, have exactly the same issue. I mean, maybe just Americans need to learn how to turn right a little bit better and not incur them at this fantastic circuit. But even so, I mean, third, not a bad result. Phoenix next time out. Gamble, or do you think it's just, you're just going to get really good pace and that should be good enough for you?
I don't know, Mr. Points Wiz. You tell me if I've got how much I got to push. I don't know what the point situation's looking like. Phoenix is going to be 3 races to go. It's going to be. I think it's going to tighten up there at the top of the points with me, Justin, and Randall with these 2 drop weeks. So I've really got to start crunching some numbers here and seeing how safe I am, and that'll let you know how hard I'm going to try. I mean, I could just get lucky and finish first. I've gotten pretty lucky on the oval so far this year.
Wow, we'll find out in a week's time when we head there. Congratulations on the third, I think. Commiserations, depending on what you want to look at it. That's Adam Thompson. And well. Let's do a quick bit of housekeeping. Let's get rid of that. Let's head back to some live pictures. Lovely picturesque countryside here in Northamptonshire. Let's throw up this bad boy as well. Let's throw it up as well. Well, I mean, we've had some crackers, haven't we? Was this up there with the best of them? I don't know. What do you think, folks? I mean, interesting chat on waffles and toppings. Waffle aside, though. Waffles aside, we had some great racing, as always, from this series, and yeah, again, it was no different. Shame, bit spaced out towards the end, but these things happen on these road circuits with the smaller grids. But of course, it's mentioned a few times. Week's time we'll be heading to Phoenix on the oval, the tri-oval. Will people be trying? Will they give it a go, or what's it going to be like for them? We'll see then. From myself, Tim Cox. Good night. God bless. All that jazz. See you later. Catch you in a week in Phoenix. Goodbye.
Not. So Patrick, do we, do we describe this for everybody, Rob?
What? Him?
You
what?
describe it. You describe it. I
What?
do enough talking.
I think any car's dead in iRacing. I think it's gone.
Oh, it's definitely. I agree. It's not going to survive much. But I still think we'll find opportunities to race it, just not as fruitful as before. Some of your like some of them just want to like make. What's the thing? Like that guy wanted to make like dolls out of Tyler's hair, but then there's just other guys who are just like.
He did. He did.
He did. He would say weird things to Tyler, man. Like he was a strange guy. And then like other guys would just show up and nowhere. He's like,
Oh, I
"Oh,
just need
we
to-
never met you? Sure, come race this 24 with us." And then you just jump in the car and wreck us out in a lap and be like, "Okay, never see you again."
Yeah, that
Like,
was
okay. Well, better luck next year, I guess.
the guy from